Aloha, this is Stephanie Dutcher bringing you everything you need to know about Wailea Point. Wailea Point is a residential condo complex, no vacation rentals allowed, located in the heart of Wailea. You're situated between the Four Seasons to the north of you and the Fairmont Resort to the south of you. Wailea Point sits on 28 beautiful acres. Now it spans from the point right there on the ocean between Four Seasons and the Fairmont all the way up to Wailea Alanui Drive. It's huge, it's expansive. There are 34 total buildings that are 2 and 3 stories tall. There are 130 total units. Now, these units are 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms. Now, some people have actually purchased 2 units side by side, and then they've torn down the middle wall between them to make it one giant unit. So we're talking now, there are some units that are 4 and 6 bedrooms. So you have a lot of different options here. Each of the units comes with a garage space along with an additional parking stall. And then there's enough room for you to even park a golf cart there. Because the complex is so big, it's kind of nice to have that golf cart to get around. And then you can also take a golf cart onto the road and travel around Wailea and do whatever it is that you would like. So it's kind of a nice little perk that you get to have. Now, Wailea Point is set up on a little bit of a hill and an incline. And what this means is that some of the buildings sit higher than others, and most of the units have really good ocean views. So you're not going to be disappointed. You're never going to miss a sunset at Wailea Point. And even if your unit doesn't have that full-on ocean view that you're hoping for, don't worry. You can go find some lawn space every evening and watch a sunset. You can go down to the boardwalk. You can go down to the beach. It is a stone's throw from your unit. Wailea Point is gated and has security on site 24/7. The grounds at Wailea Point are meticulously maintained. They exude luxury and opulence. They have that tropical, lush flair that everyone wants to have when they're out here on Maui. Feels like you're in the rainforest, but really you're in Kihei, where we only get maybe 6 inches of rain every year. Wailea Point has 2 main pool areas. One of the pool areas has a lap pool combined with a regular pool. It has a kiddie pool and a hot tub, and connected to that is a nice pavilion area. There's grilling spaces. There's part of the grilling space is covered, and it actually has a ping pong table, so you can throw nice wild parties. And also connected to that pavilion, if you go downstairs to the lower level, that's where you're going to find their workout facility, which is one of the best on island. It has every machine and free weight that you could hope for. It's air conditioned. It's just beautiful. It is the envy. It is the best workout facility in all of Wailea. Now, the second pool is a little bit closer to the water, but it's not on the water. It's tucked back in a way, so it keeps it nice and private. And that's one large pool area, great for going for a swim. There's also a hot tub area there. There is a covered pavilion area with lots of chairs and tables, and a little wet bar there as well. You can't go wrong with either of these pool areas, and I have never ever seen them packed. So it really feels like you have your own private pool just to yourself. Wailea Point has 3 tennis courts, 2 of which are pickleball courts, which for you pickleball fanatics, it's so nice to have your own pickleball court where you really don't have to wait in line to use the court. And also the courts are super well maintained, some of the best here on island. Now, when Wailea Point was made, it was connected up to the resorts, both to the north and to the south, via an ocean pathway, like a paved walkway. I personally love walking on that pathway. It's open to the public, and you can access that path via any of the entrances. Literally, you just leave your unit, you go straight down to the ocean. There's a bunch of different gates that you can go out of, get onto that path, and you can get a really nice walk going to the north and to the south. Again, to the south is Polo Beach, to the north is Wailea Beach, and then you continue on Aloha and Keawakapu, and then you have access to all of the resort restaurants as well that are nearby. Now, let's say you own a 2-bedroom unit. You're fully using those 2 bedrooms, but you have family and friends that want to come visit you. Have no fear. One of the amenities that Wailea Point provides to you is they actually have a couple units owned by the complex that you can then rent out for your family and friends to come and visit and stay at. So you have additional rooms, even though you yourself don't own it, it's part of the complex and available for you to use for a fee. Wailea Point is just a short stroll to the shops of Wailea. There's a small grocery store there. There's a bunch of restaurants and shops as well. You're about a 5-minute drive down to South Kihei, where they have further restaurants and shops. You're a short stroll over to the Wailea tennis courts and the start of the Blue Golf Course too. You're 35-minute drive to the airport. Wailea Point has everything and more that you could ever ask for or want in a residential condo. Be that a second home that you only use from time to time or a full-time residence, Wailea Point has everything that you could ever want. I'm so excited to show you this complex. So come on, let's go take a look. If you're interested in purchasing a property at Wailea Point, give me a call. I would love to see what we can do to help you make that your next home or your next investment property here on Maui. You've made a good choice with Wailea Point. I've included down below a link to all the properties that are currently available for sale there. So please feel free to take a look. I've created this page just for you. Now, I'm Stephanie Dutcher, your resource for everything related to Wailea Point. Signing off for now, but don't be a stranger. I would love to hear from you soon. Aloha.